say hi, Wyatt?
Hi.
So, happy 2021, as JC said. We are doing something a little bit different this year. We are wanting to update you on...
I think you're on that side and you're on Mommy's on and Jesus this side.
It's quite crazy. We're not professionals.
Yeah. You see her?
Yeah, she sees. We are definitely not professionals. However, we still want to update you. So we know that...
I still need this.
Oh, sorry. We know that 2020 was a sad year for a lot of people. There was a lot of sadness and a lot of hard times for a lot of people. However, we want to focus on the good things that happened. But before we do that, we want to thank each and every one of you that we were able to help in 2020 with your real estate needs. We loved working with you and we're grateful for the business. And we want to remind everybody that we're going to have another great year. As far as 2021 is concerned, the interest rates are nuts. We have people locking. I had somebody close on a mortgage this morning on a 15-year mortgage. It was a purchase mortgage, which those rates tend to be a little bit lower than refinance, but a 15-year mortgage, and it was 1.9 something. So isn't that crazy? Awesome to be able to do that. I mean, I've been doing this since 1998. The lowest rates we'd see were like in the low threes. So to have rates like that are crazy. Your 30 years are going to be, in the twos. So it's a great time to buy, excellent time to sell because interest rates are so low. Interest rates are low so that the buyers can spend more on a house, but the inventory is low. Which really helps when you're selling a home. So if your home is awesome, clean, and ready to go, it's going to sell like that. So those are the awesome things to look forward to in 2021. And if you're interested in finding more about refinancing, feel free to reach out to us. We'll connect you with somebody that can guide you through that process and look at numbers for you just to see if it makes sense. Okay, so here's what we kind of plan to do, and hopefully we stay on task, is we're just going to run down our year month by month just to give everybody a little insight on all the things that we're grateful for because we want to focus on the good and not the low points. There will be some low points, but we're going to focus on the good. So I think we'll start out with... January, JC's going to start off with some good news. And we're going to talk about our entire family. So we'll be talking about our siblings, our parents, our in-laws, all that.
Yeah, so January, we got to cheer on the Mount Vernon Mustangs. Our nephew Sam played basketball, and we got to witness him make a three-pointer.
Yes, he's like it was so awesome. That was something I'll never forget. And somebody actually got a photo of it. So we are super excited. Yes, documented. It was so cool because our whole family was there to cheer him on.
And then my sister-in-law, Joe's sister, Ray Lynn, had a baby boy.
His name's Tavarian, and he's handsome. This is where it gets tough. Do you need to take a minute? We're going to press pause, and we'll just be right back.
We're back.
We are back. We had to take a minute.
And we got some snacks.
Yes, it was emotional, and Wyatt brought us snacks. Yes.
So, back to Joe's sister, Raylyn, had a baby boy named Tavarian. He is one heck of a fighter, given some challenges he had. And good news is he will be coming home beginning of February.
Yay, that's super exciting.
And then also around January, kind of into February a little bit, word kind of was traveling around that I was pregnant with our second child.
Yeah, I don't have anything that exciting to share about my January. However, I did take a vacation, my one and only vacation for the year. I got to go to California with some friends of mine, and we had an amazing time. And we got home at the beginning of February, when there was a lot more chatter about the pandemic, but it was so new at that point in time. So now we're on to, do we have any birthdays in January?
No.
When's Amira's birthday?
May.
Okay,
April.
April. Reagan's is in May.
Yes.
Okay, so in February,
We were cheering on the Hawkeye wrestling team.
but hold on. In February, JC had a birthday. Her birthday's February 5th, and you turned
35.
35. Milestone birthday. Now we can talk about the Hawks.
Well, we were cheering them on in February. And see, what else happened with you, Wyatt? Did you meet Curious George? And he fractured his wrist. We think had to do something with his dog, but that's our exciting news around here. And then we also both, our families got to celebrate or attend the American Heart Association Heart Ball in Cedar Rapids.
Yeah, which is coming up next month. So it's a virtual event, and if you are we pay attention to our Facebook. We'll be posting where you can purchase tickets to attend. It will be an awesome event. Great fundraiser. As you know, it's near and dear to our heart because our nephew Sam has a serious heart disease he was born with, and we love supporting that. Okay, so now we're on to March.
We, Joe and I were all prepping to.
Do you want to play some cards?
Wyatt, why don't you come sit down so everybody can see you? Because I think these people would love to see you. Say hey, everybody.
Hey.
Okay,
So we were gearing up to go to Minneapolis for the NCAA wrestling tournament, and then COVID came.
Oh, and the poor Hawks, right? Like this was our year to steal the title back. Darn it. Darn COVID. Let's see, what else? So in March, there's some other exciting additions to the Slayton family.
We added 12 baby chicks to our home, and it was fun starting to watch them grow, and it was Wyatt's new little adventure. So,
And mine too, because I love baby chicks and Chuck won't let me get any. Oh, my dad, our dad, we share the same dad. Dan Martin, our dad, turned 68. Yes, on March 20th. So his birthday's March 20th. Unfortunately, we didn't, because of the pandemic, it was hard to celebrate. That's the one thing that was hard. Celebrating birthdays, especially that early on in the pandemic, because we didn't know anything, right? So, so Dan's birthday's coming up. He'll be 69. Thank you. We're getting all sorts of gifts. This is real life. Hope you all appreciate this.
So in April, Wyatt got to do a little bit of fishing with Joe. Our chicken coop was completed thanks to some good friends, and we also did some home activities. The Ely Public Library offered some great things through their Facebook page that Wyatt was able to attend.
Doesn't he sound like a little chicken chirping? Amira had her birthday. Okay, so Easter was the first holiday that kind of got changed, right? We didn't cancel Easter, but it got changed. I wish you all could see the pile of things that he is bringing to us. It's kind of hilarious. So nonetheless, we were still able to celebrate Easter with our immediate family. So Chuck and I hung out, you hung out, they looked for eggs. And then May came, which, by the way, our niece Reagan, the girl that made us both aunts for the first time, like blood aunts, she turned 20. What the heck?
Crazy.
I got to go camping. However, our camping, well, first of all, I'm grateful for Chad and Mindy and their property because we were able to camp out there, and it was basically like
And
paradise.
I'm going to go with you.
Yes, Wyatt went camping with me. And then what else happened?
We did some mushroom hunting. Wyatt got your first mushrooms, didn't you? Or was it your second year?
Yeah.
Yeah, fun
I just
stuff
got
and yummy.
lovely picture. Like, is this a camper?
I'll tell you what about the mushroom hunting with Joe and his family. It's really competitive.
Is your camper red?
No, my camper's yellow. Grandma Teresa, she's a stinker when it comes to mushroom hunting.
For sure.
So, it's a competitive sport
Maybe
for
you
that
can
family.
like
Just
this
so that
one.
you know that. Let's move on to June.
Sam got his driver's license. Turned 16.
Yes, our nephew Sam.
And Wyatt got his tonsils out. So that was kind of a big event considering baby number 2 was due beginning of August. So really trying to fit that in given the pandemic, and a lot of those surgeries were canceled or postponed. So to fit that in before baby number 2 was huge.
And it all went well.
Yes.
He recovered like he never had anything wrong with him. It was nuts.
We got to also visit the Berry Basket Farm, picking strawberries. So that was a fun experience, and some fun desserts that we got to have from those.
Where is that?
Towards Kelowna,
Okay.
near Kelowna.
Maybe I can go this year.
Pretty fun.
All right. Raspberries too, huh?
Yes, we have our own raspberries here. So we got black and red, and so we got to harvest those and had them with some ice cream.
From Dan and Debbie's.
Most likely. We're regulars.
Okay, so July, you know what? I'm looking at the list. Chuck and I are pretty boring. We didn't have a very exciting summer, but I'm grateful for the alone time I got to have with him. But JC, man, they were busy.
We spent some days out at my in-laws' pool. Wyatt got to do a lot of swimming and spraying everybody with water, all those fun things. We had the start of, we wanted to pour some concrete in front of our garage. So we had some friends that helped us with that as well. So we kind of started that. We had Wyatt's birthday party.
Early. You had it early.
We had it on July 25th. His birthday is July 29th. We had it early because, well, he came a week early, so you never know. And Elliot was born 2 days later on the 27th. So a little boy, number 2.
Just cards.
So that was July. Oh,
It's
and our nephew Jake turned 9 in July. And Barb and Dan, so our parents, celebrated their 49th wedding anniversary. 49. It's crazy. Okay, so when August came, I completely forgot. In April, Chuck and I celebrated a wedding anniversary. It was 22 years. In August, JC and Joe celebrated their 5-year wedding anniversary. Our brother celebrated his 46th birthday. And
my father-in-law, Matt. 51.
Matt, we won't divulge your age, Matt, because I know he's older than Chuck.
And my mother-in-law was in July too. So July was a very busy month for our birthdays.
Something else happened in August, the derecho. So I don't think I need to explain to everybody how grateful we are that we did not sustain horrible damage. I mean, our parents, part of their roof was damaged. JC and Joe got a new roof. There's things there's going to be the after effects for us, but we're grateful, right? Like there's people that, and probably some of you really got hit hard by that derecho. and we're sorry. It was tough. It was tough because there was no communication, no way to communicate, cell towers down, no power. It was a tricky time, but we made it because we can do hard things. That's proven. September hit and
Wyatt spent a lot of time outside. There was a couple times he had a frog in his pocket. He brought us and showed us. So the things he was exploring was amazing. He got to
hold
work
on 1 second. Would you like to tell everybody how you put a frog in your pocket?
I just put this pocket.
In this pocket over here? Yeah. How long were you going to keep it for?
Let's keep jumping out. So I put my hand in there. It doesn't jump out.
Is there anything else you want to tell us about what you did over the summer? Do you remember your birthday party?
Yeah, I just got cake. Like Kate wanted.
Kate made it?
And I got cupcakes.
And you got cupcakes?
Yeah.
What did you get for some gifts that you liked? I remember you got a pressure washer.
Sure.
Or wasn't it a pressure?
Sprayer.
A sprayer. You got a sprayer.
It's it looks like a kind of pressure washer.
You're right, it does. Okay.
Well, onto that. This boy is obsessed with car washes. So when he got to work in Papa Dan's shop some, he was washing cars. So Papa put him to work.
That was September, right?
Yeah. October, we visited Kroll Farms to get our pumpkins and jump on the hay bales out there and all the things they have to offer.
Yes,
For Halloween, we had a dinosaur. This was Wyatt. And Elliot was a little lion.
Oh. December.
November.
Oh, November. Oh, I skipped over November. November, I turned 49. And our niece Kate turned 11. And UPS started their crazy season. And I don't know, a lot of you know Chuck my husband is a UPS driver, so he's always really pleasant to live with over the holiday season. But fortunately, he has a job, right? And he did it all this year without a helper. Sometimes over the holidays they get helpers. He opted not to have a helper just because of COVID. He didn't want to have another person to possibly, have just the risk, right? Having somebody else in your truck. He did ask me if I would be his helper, and I considered it for a little bit. And then he told me that it probably wouldn't be a good idea because I would probably disappoint him because I'm not as hard of a worker manually as he would need. So that's how our November shook out. We celebrated Thanksgiving in a different way than we typically do. And then December,
we decorated a little early around here. Wyatt was so excited to decorate for Christmas. We got our real Christmas tree again at Cedar's Edge, just down the road from us, which was kind of fun. And we did go with Grammy Barb and Papa Dan to get their tree as well.
And I'm going to piggyback on Grammy Barb and Papa Dan because they started a tradition with the grandkids of going and getting a tree from a Christmas tree farm. And every year it's something, right? It's like either there's no trees left or the places are closed or it's just something always. And Grammy thought they were going early this year, that it would be super successful. And
they were going early too because Adam, our niece Reagan's boyfriend, was here from Texas and he had never gone to get a real tree.
Yeah, so they took him to Cedar's Edge. But you remember this year, right? Or last year, 2020, like people started decorating for Christmas in October. So naturally, the day after Thanksgiving, there's hardly any trees left. So they got a Charlie Brown tree and it was awesome.
And I just got some chocolate.
Tell them.
I just got some chocolate.
Yeah, he likes chocolate. Kid likes lots of candy and sugar. It's his MO.
Yeah.
So we finished out the year celebrating Christmas and the birth of Jesus, and it was awesome. Again, we all celebrated it a little different than we did the year before, but I actually appreciated it because I felt like we could slow down and we weren't in a rush, and we could really take it all in. One thing that I took from 2020 is just the grace that people gave throughout the year, because, I mean, think about how many Zoom meetings you're on and your kids. I don't have kids, and I definitely don't have kids that are in school, but I just think, oh my gosh, and you have parents working from home, kids are trying to be in school at home. There's not always a device for everybody to do what they need to do. And the world was just a little different. We all just had to have some grace. And so I appreciated the slowdown, and I loved doing Zoom calls where I could see what was going on in my clients' real lives and my colleagues' real lives. That was something that I loved.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, put your dog on camera. We want to see it. Put your baby on camera. That was awesome. So,
and we did a lot of Marco Poloing, which is an amazing app. That was a great way to keep in touch with. I got to keep in touch with Uncle Cam and Grandma Linda and Grandpa David. So it was those things that just keeping them in the loop of what's going on when we couldn't see them all the time.
Yeah, and Cam is a junior at Iowa.
I think so.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah,
junior
junior.
at Iowa. He's on the wrestling team. It's hard to believe he's a junior. Our niece Kate is also a junior this year at
Reagan.
Dallas. Or Kate is not a junior. Reagan is a junior at Dallas Baptist.
Kate wishes she was.
Yeah, Kate acts like she might be. Kate and Jake and Sam all go to Mount Vernon to school. Amira goes to
Hiawatha Elementary.
Yep. And so they're all staying busy and obviously getting older every year. And Wyatt doesn't get to go to kindergarten for a couple years. He's only 3.
Hey,
So.
I just got a wallet.
You got a
Do you want to
wallet?
introduce them to your brother?
Yeah. Should we introduce him to Elliot? We're going to press pause and Elliot will be back. Okay, we are back, aren't we? And we have this guy right here. Look up here at the camera.
Too busy smiling.
Want me to
at
get
you,
up?
too.
I'm fine.
We got it. Hey, over here. Smile at everybody. Say, I am Elliot Daniel.
Fun stuff. He had a good nap.
So we didn't bring any of the pets on with us because they'd just be trump carded by this dude right here. And this one. So we want to wish everybody a happy new year.
And I turned it that way.
Do you have anything to say to everybody?
No.
You don't? You want to show people what's in your hand? What are you going to do with that?
Nothing.
That's right. Nothing.
Thanks for listening. We're sorry this was longer than we anticipated, but we want to start sending quarterly videos out just to update everybody on the quarter and how things are going. And these will be hosted on our website. And if you have any questions for us, just shoot us an email. It's on our contact information's on our website. You can always search Joe Monahan or JC Slayton, and we are still at Skogman, and we love it there. We love our Skogman family, super supportive, and we're pretty grateful that we get to run our business at Skogman. So, Happy New Year!
See ya.